Yo, people, what you telling me back again for another Red Talk? Flawless, what you telling me, fam?
Yes, family. Man's blessed. Man's all good. Man's all good. Were you saying you blessed and everything? Yeah.
I'm good, man. Big up the chat. You already know what time it is already, man. Yeah, man. Loads of positive Man United news, to be honest. Loads of links, bro. Again, man are getting linked with players that you want to be getting linked with. Do you know what I'm saying? Fresh Lewis Hall links today. The links that everyone wants to see, to be honest. I think no matter what kind of Man United fan you are, you know that we need a left back. Do you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. It's been positive since the 5th of January, fam. It's been nothing but positivity since literally the turn of the year, like in regards to results, performances, and that's carried on now into the summer, where the amount of players we've been linked with, people can have their preferences, but they're not upset. Like the midfield is a prime example of that. Everyone has their preferences of their three, but if you end up with a couple that are not, we go, yeah, fair. It's like Alex Scott. Would he have been top of my list? No. But if we sign Alex Scott, I go, good player. Makes sense. Obviously, price point is obviously, yeah, good player. I look at it and I go, yeah, that make United looking at that type of deal makes sense. Yeah, same way with Mateus Fernandez and Baliba and etc. and all the ones we've looked at. But yeah, I didn't even know this until I just seen it on the screen.
Yeah, bro. So it's one of them ones where I can't lie. Yeah, I seen the Alex Scott thing. Apparently, they're saying that he's not going to sign a new deal or something like that. And if he's not going to sign a new deal, then potentially he's available for a good price. Do you know what I'm saying? And if that's the case, then that is definitely a deal that I understand why they're potentially interested in exploring, because he's a good player, bro. Obviously, man, I heard about potentially his injury record, but apparently it's only one knee injury that he had, and since then he's been playing and he hasn't had any relapses. So I need to look I need to look more into that. But one thing about this guy, he's got the kind of footwork that I rate in a footballer, blood. You know them ones there. This guy is silky, fam. You know what I'm saying? Now, you man know me, them low socks ballers, yeah. When I see man jinx low socks, yeah, they already got my seal of approval immediately, bruv. You man already know, blood. As soon as I see the low socks and I see man cutting shapes, yeah, bro, listen. That's where I'm at, bro. Like, I can't lie, you can tell a baller just by looking at them. You don't need to see a lot of certain man to know if they can play or not. Yeah, this brother can play football. Do you know what I'm saying? So if he's available for a decent price, go get him. You know what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying with that. I'm just looking there. So 2028, his contract runs out at Bournemouth. And yeah, he had the one bad injury in 24-25, which kept him out for a long time. Kept him out from, is that October? Yeah, from October till February. But other than that, he's been fine. All this year, he's been no injuries whatsoever. So he's played, he's been available type of thing. So yeah. Yeah, that goes to show this, like how you can easily step up. But yeah, from what I've seen when I've watched him, like many other players at Bournemouth, good player. And you mentioned there, technically very, very good, has that low center of gravity, press resistant, can pass the ball, can carry the ball as well.
He can dribble and take players on from midfield, which is always impressive.
Yeah, like that's key in that. There's nothing worse than, I've said this before, playing central midfield and having someone who can drive past you with the ball. Having someone who can pass it is one thing, and that's a nightmare in itself. But someone who can take the ball and after and then dribble past players, like obviously Moussa Dembele is a prime example of that. He's the one that people always go to in his ability to do that. Obviously, there's others, but yeah, with him, it makes sense because I think he'd be cheaper than a Mateus Fernandez, considering he's only got 2 years left.
It'd be a him and Fernandez thing. I don't think that's all Fernandez thing though.
Depends. Do you reckon they go them two and Edison and another? You think there's
another potentially? Yeah, but bro, like it depends on how much he's gonna cost for Bournemouth, because if he's not gonna sign a new deal, Bournemouth can't demand that much for him, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like that's a player that you could probably get for, I reckon, between 40 to 50 mil. I reckon we could get,
and that's significantly cheaper than the price that is reported that West Ham are asking for Fernandez. Granted, that can drop as well, and I think it will drop, because asking that for a championship player is crazy.
They're not going to get that though. I think they're saying 80 million, but I reckon that they would take they would take 55 to 60 for Fernandes. I think they just have to say 80 million because they don't want to make people feel like they're just easy pickings, if that makes sense.
Yeah. But you know what? They don't want to feel that way, but it's like you're a championship side. Now, if they had stayed in the Premier League, whole different conversation. They can feel that way, which is if I'm West Ham, I would also. But I think paying 55 to 60 million for a championship player is ludicrous. But this is a player that's like out of this world, and we all go, he's going to be set a star. And I rate Fernandes, but I think I'd like take advantage of that. Because if they're asking this now and they're in the championship, imagine the conversation if they'd stayed in the league. This is where United need to be smart. And he has to kick up a fuss. That's what he has to do. Yeah, like if he prepares to leave, then it's like, all right, keep an unhappy player then, which they don't want to do. Drive that price right down. I think that's ludicrous, again, for a championship player. 50, because like that'd easily be the most expensive. Like I say, in the second tier of English football currently.
Yeah. Man said based on what the Athletic is saying, midfield 3 is likely to be Edison, Fernandes, Scott. You know what I mean? We'll see, innit? We'll see. So they're rating Scott above Belabor.
That's again, I keep saying this, he was the one that would have been nailed on for me. If someone would have said
but what if Belabor, what if Belabor was a player, that Ruben Amorim really wanted? What if that?
You don't think it was the club? You think it was?
No, I think the club wanted him, but maybe the club wanted him because he fit the profile of a midfielder, that Ruben Amorim wanted. Because remember, Ruben Amorim's pressing style of play, is more suited to a midfielder like a Belabor. Maybe that's why they thought the Ugarte thing would work and it didn't work. The one thing about Alex Scott, is on the ball, he's a million times better than Belabor. Like, I don't care what no one says. Like, honestly, on the ball,
of course,
Alex Scott is silky, bruv. Like, he's silky on the ball, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Even someone like a Anderson, like Anderson ain't better on the ball than Alex Scott, bro. Like, if you get in an Alex Scott, and a Fernandes on the ball, plus having Kobe Mainu in your midfield, the technical level on the ball of that midfield does that. Yeah, do you know what I'm saying?
They're all comfortable receiving the ball wherever on the football pitch.
And they can all carry the ball as well.
They're all quality. Yeah, they're all quality. I would still want, if they are the signings, I would still want someone who is more defensively solid than them as an option. But they, again, like I said at the start, they're not bad options. I just want us to have a plethora of options for different games, because they're going to need them for over various points. And there's going to be times we need where if we're playing a newly promoted side at home, then that's the team. Keep the ball and keep it ticking and keep it moving. You're away in the Champions League. You're going to want a Belabor or that type of thing. So that's what it is.
United Road, brother, I didn't want to say it because it puts too much pressure on him. You know them ones. But it's very Grealish-esque, bruv. The way that he carries the ball, the way that he floats, bro. Like, he's a glider, bro. Like, he glides, bro. Like, through the midfield, Man's popping step overs, like just gliding, bro. And you saw the way he bins the Arsenal as well, that finish, bro. Like, he's, brother, on the ball, this guy is good, innit? Like, man don't want to, you man know I like pure footballers. So obviously, players like this are always going to be my first choice. Do you know what I'm saying? So I am not saying, that he's the player we need. I'm saying he's a player that I like. You know them ones. So if Michael Carrick is looking at technical players like Alex Scott, and Fernandes, then brother, I can't lie. I like what Carrick's doing, because the technical ceiling, and the technical floor in this midfield has needed raising for a long time, bro.
Yeah, because we need everything in there. So like that.
Because man complained last season, Bruno on the ball, in tight spaces ain't that guy. It's only Kobe Mainu. That's it. Like, Mason Mount's not that guy. Ugarte's not that guy. Even Casemiro's not that guy in tight spaces. So if you're bringing in, Fernandes and Alex Scott, they're two very, very, very press-resistant players. Very.
Yeah, you know, they're two players who are comfortable picking up the ball off the back four, on the edge of your own area, in the defensive third, the midfield third, etc., etc. So again, I'm not mad at it. To me, it's all about price point with both of them. That's where I'm at with it. And I keep banging on about this. I think that is key as well, even though, and it's not just those two. That's everybody across the board. That's all.
And
the
guys, you know what it is?
Go on.
How about this? And I'm just putting this out there, yeah. I'm not saying that this is what's gonna happen necessarily. However, someone put in the chat, and I agree with this. He is a lot more physical and athletic than Adam Wharton, but Adam Wharton's still my favorite. What about, yeah? What about, because somebody said, oh, Alex Scott, yeah, marquee signing, like LOL, yeah. What if there is no marquee signing?
Potentially.
And that's brilliant. Do you know what I'm saying? Because what if, for instance, yeah, instead of going out and spending 80 million or 90 million on a Tonali or an Anderson, yeah, what if you go and you get Alex Scott and Fernandez for the price of a Tonali, yeah?
Both of them. So you're saying like say 40 each.
Yeah, well, 50, like 50, combine 50 each. So say Alex Scott costs 40 million plus add-ons, and Fernandez costs 55 million plus add-ons or something. Say for less than 100 million, you get them two, yeah? And then obviously you get Edison for peanuts, like 35 million. Say you spend like 140 million on 3 midfielders, and then you can go and spend 55 million on Lewis Hall, yeah? And you still got money for a left winger, and potentially you still got money for a centre back because you saved that money and you haven't bought a marquee midfielder. Then the team are actually better off, bro. I'm not gonna lie. They're actually better off because for me, yeah, if you go and you sign, if you sign an Anderson, yeah, as good as Anderson is, I don't think his profile, yeah, suits what we have already, bro. And I absolutely would rather,
Alex Scott,
if we can get an extra centre back for the money saved, do you know what I'm saying? If we can get an extra centre back for the money saved, or if we can spend slightly more, yeah, on a wide player and get in a really good wide player because we've got an extra 30 million to play with that we've saved on a midfielder, then it's absolutely worth it, bro.
Yeah, I think what's key there for me, and this came out yesterday about looking at it, centre back. If we can get a centre back, I'm with it. Because I really think that is an area we need. Like if the lit was fit and available,
brother, they need to find me, yeah.
I'd be with it. But
find me a Dorgu of centre backs, blood. Find me a 25 million centre back, yeah, like a Dorgu that can come in, yeah, as a squad player and just be an absolute revelation, bro. Find me one of those 25, 30 million players. They're out there somewhere. I don't care. They are.
Oh, yeah, of course they are. And I'd go one further than that. Find me someone who is 25, 30 million, who's good enough to compete and start. That's where I'm at with it. Go even one further than that. Like Dorgu, yeah, again, he's done. I think he will be very, very good for us, and has been good for us so far as a squad player. And I think people will see his pros and what he brings to the team, especially this season, over more games as well. Because the way that he's played well and people write him off is crazy. Like, I don't get that. This guy's played well when he's played as a winger, and people are writing him off as a winger. Make that make sense. I've never seen that before. So to me, go get a centre back who can challenge to start. That's where I'm at with it. And it don't have to be expensive. It don't have to be marquee. Go bring me in a quality centre back. From what I've seen, I do like Lacroix. I'm a fan. I think I'm pronouncing his name right, from Palace. Whether he's that guy, I don't know, because I think that's an area
he'll cost Dodo.
Yeah, he cost Dodo. So even if it's not him, go get someone who's cheap, because I think centre back is an area we need to improve on. I don't like Martinez and Maguire as a pairing. That's our first choice. I don't like that. That even with a better midfield and a left back alongside it, go get someone. Maguire did well this season, just gone, as did Martinez when he played. Go get better. If the lit was fit and available, I won't be talking like this, but he's not. That's what that is.
No, you're right. So for me, when I'm looking at it, bro, the Alex Scott thing, yeah, considering all the hype, yeah, that Anderson's getting, yeah, and the fact that Alex Scott isn't getting the same level of hype, even though his ability is incredible, yeah, that could potentially be a shrewd signing if United did go and get him, because I don't believe he would be expensive.
No, not with the reports of him with the deal. His price is dipping at the moment. Because let's say they hold on to him, then he's got a year left and he's still not signing. And you really don't have to sell him. They ain't trying to do that. Bournemouth are trying to sell. So if it is, let's say it is Alex Scott, it's Mateus Fernandez, Edison as well. Because Edison would be the more defensive out of the lot. And we run with that alongside Lewis Hall. More importantly, also alongside the centre back, I go, yeah. Because like I said, Martinez and Maguire ain't it for me starting. Like if that happens during
Agreed.
the season because of injuries and suspensions, fairs. Give Carrick the best possible platform to like. We need a better Ideally, you're looking to get a centre back who would be our best. Like I said, that's tough to do, but like that's what I'm looking at. Who raises the levels of whoever he's playing alongside, like Varane did with Martinez. And of course, you're not going to go get a Varane level, but you understand my overall point, people.
No, 100%.
25 centimeters. Yeah, that's what that is. Go on.
For sure. Big up Abdi Aziz for the super chat. Man said the Serie A bums. Bro, I've seen the layout links, bro. And to be honest, bro, people need to relax, man. All players get linked with Manchester United when they announce they're leaving their football club, bro. It's nothing more than Rafa Leao using Man United's name, yeah, in order to drive up a potential bidding war or see who's available. You know them ones there? Like, this is all it is, bro. Like, I wouldn't really be worried about this Rafa Leao stuff because we've never really been linked with Leao in the past. The thing is with Leao, there's nothing that suggests that Man United would be interested in him, bro.
Yeah, like you mentioned,
there's nothing to suggest that we would be.
Like, people just relax. There's been no talks of our representatives reaching out to him. There's been no talks of Manchester United contacting AC Milan. Of course, Leao's going to be, especially because it's reports of us looking at a left winger or a left winger who can play striker. He's high profile. So once he's like, I'm announced I'm leaving, of course he's going to get linked to us. Same way if a left back came out and said, hey, you know what, I'm leaving Manchester. How many midfielders have we been linked with? There's so many. We have been linked with so many midfielders. It's ridiculous. Like, I think people just got to relax in regards to signing Serie A. I don't look at a league and go, you can't sign anything good from a league. Like, you can sign good players from a league. You can sign bad players from the league. It's not a league. It's what you've done in terms of scouts. People say Bundesliga tax. Guess what? As much as I despise them, City have shopped there very well. When you look at the players City have picked up from the Bundesliga, it's helped them. Spurs with Son, for example. So, yeah, that's how I look like. Yo, people just it's the 2nd of June. Chill. It's the 2nd of June. It's not the 2nd of August. And the season's starting soon. It's the 2nd of June. Just relax and see what happens.
Yeah, and man saying that Krupi's expected to cost in excess of 80 million. I don't believe that to be the case. I also think that PSG come in from outside the Premier League, they'll allow him to go for cheaper. You know them ones. If they were going to sell to a Premier League club, I believe that they would probably ask for the 80 million because you're strengthening another team in your league. But I think he goes abroad for cheaper than that. I do think.
Like an Elise type thing, for example. Yeah. Munich.
I think it's that. I still think he ends up at PSG, especially now Alvarez looks like he's going to Barca and he was linked heavily with PSG. I expect PSG to go for another attacking player and he probably does fit that bill. Look, there you go. Look at that. Just as I said that, PSG are Creepy's preferred destination ahead of all clubs. You see that there? I believe that's where he goes.
Of course it is. PSG is everyone's preferred destination right now as players. If you're a player, of course you want to go. Why would you not want to join that? Why would you not join in the 73-9 Warriors? Like, why would you not want to join that? It looks great over there. I'm going Friday over there.
That's it. United budget 200 million plus sales. Yeah, I reckon we're gonna spend about 300 M's, but I think we're gonna do a mad thing.
Yeah, I can see. I think it's minimum 250.
Yeah, man said Anderson United remain in the hunt. City ahead in the race. Brother, I don't think we're interested. I don't think we're interested no more because we're not his first choice. So I think you can count us out of the Anderson thing.
Let him go. I rate him. Like I've said this before. But them prices, once you start talking 100 million, 100 plus million, nah, man. Nah. I think even 90 million is too much. That's just me.
Fuck, PSG just won the Champions League back to back, and they're trying to sign Krupi and Diamande. These men ain't playing games,
They're trying to get strength in depth. That makes sense.
They're trying because they'll get rid of Lee and Ramos.
Oh yeah, Ramos. Yeah. That's what they're trying to do. Lee can't get in and Ramos gone. You got Barcola potentially, because if he goes for big money, they could invest there as well. I know they also got linked to Morgan Rogers as well. So and they're favorites for the next champs. They trying to build. They trying to do the Real Madrid thing. I get it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
A man said, do you guys think we got enough defensive presence in the midfield we've been linked with, or you think we'll be okay? You know what it is, yeah? Defending is a structural thing first.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think we need to buy defensive-minded players to improve defensively. I just think that we need players that can cover the ground. Like Fernandez can run, Edison can run, Alex Scott can run, Tonali can run, Baleba can run. All the midfielders we've been linked with can all run in it. Like people's reservations about, say, like the Whartons has come down to his ability to cover ground quickly because we've already got Kobe Mainu in there. But I think that structurally, yeah, is how we'll stifle other teams. I don't think it's got anything to do with just straight up having a defensive minded midfield players. I think it's more how we defend as a team. Hence why I believe we look better with Brian in the number 9 than Sesko from a defensive standpoint, because our initial pressure in the first phase is way better.
Yeah, and like you mentioned there with structure, and I think we have. When I look from the defensive presence side of things, because that was my concern as well. But we have been with Edison, with Baleba. I look at those two and go, yeah, they both provide that. So if we is Mateus Fernandez, Scott, and Edison, I go, yeah, because like Edison's gonna do that donkey work in there, quote unquote. Not that the others are lazy, but they're more front-footed, get on the ball. Whereas Edison, it seems, is more win the ball back and play it. And yeah, you mentioned it there. So no, I'm not concerned because I don't think we signed 3 midfielders and they're all forward thinking first. I think at least one is more defensive minded, get the ball back, etc. And then the others pitching. There'll be games where you need if it is an Edison or a Belieber, for whichever one it is. There's going to be games and certain moments, even if it's 20 minutes in a game where you're like, all right, let's put on Belieber, let's put on Edison to see out this game type of thing. So yeah,
100%. And man said, yeah, this I never thought about this, but you're 100% right. If we can trust anyone to build a midfield, it's Michael Carrick.
Oh, Carrick, just get your boots on at this point, man.
Yeah, brother.
Come out retirement and just get
big man thing, bro. Like even Casemiro said, yeah, yo, like I trust Michael Carrick. He played the position that I played in. Do you know what I'm saying? He was an elite player and he understands, innit? And Carrick understands the properties of a good midfield because not only was he a very good midfielder, but he was part of a very good midfield. So he understands the different profiles. He understands how certain players have to complement each other in order to make sure that the midfield is of a certain level. So we've arguably got the best manager that we could have had when it comes to building a midfield, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Because he'll make sure that certain attributes are present within the midfield.
No, absolutely, you will do. So, like, yeah, I didn't even look at it from that standpoint. But yeah, there's those techie players in midfield who'll figure out. And I just want us to have so many options in there that we cover all grounds. We should have quality options in there. If we do want to be a little bit more defensive minded and the opposition has the ball, or if we're going to be the one dominant on the ball and we're attacking the opposition, like, again, we need everything pretty much in that midfield because it's just Maino by himself currently. It's literally, he's the only quality option we have. Casemiro's just gone. We don't count Agate. We don't count Mount. So bringing in 3 and then that's your quartet is cool. Maybe you have a backup of a youngster as well. I don't think you need experience though. I don't think you need experience. I think they get experience.
Yeah, but who said that there's no experience there? I think like experience, is subjective, bro. Do you know what I'm saying?
Let them get experience.
I just think it's subjective, the experience thing, because when you look at, for instance, when you look at Fernandez, he's just completed a season in the Premier League, so he's experienced, bro, because he's played in the league, bro. Like, man could talk about experience, but at the same time, what do we quantify as experience? What do we quantify as experience? Do we quantify age as experience, or do we quantify how many games you've played in the league, or how long you've been in the league? Like, what's experience? Because for me, if you've played in the league, for a season or more, you've got enough experience, bro, in terms of what it takes to be here, bro.
Yeah. Depends what you're talking about, and he'll probably respond. I'm guessing by that he's talking about at the top level. That's what I'm guessing. Again, he'll respond. Jay Neves.
Yeah, but experience at the top level, that don't necessarily mean anything, because you can win trophies in a good team and not be an important player in that team, bro. Noni Madueke's got experience. He won trophies at Chelsea and at Arsenal. Would you take Noni Madueke?
I think I've said this before. I think experience is the most overrated trait. Now that it's not important, but people lean on it. Like, you can be, like you mentioned that, you can be an experienced player but not good.
Bro, Garnacho's an experienced player. Like he's played what 4 years in the Premier League or
He's played
something like that. He's very
hundreds of
experienced.
games. Yes. Yeah, it's
He's
that's what I'm
very
saying.
experienced, but he's
That's why I don't
shit.
worry about it. Like they'll get experience. Throw them in at the deep end. They gonna get it. If that's our quartet, they gonna play the season. They gonna play in the Prem. They gonna play in the Champs, FA Cup, League Cup, and they gonna play at Manchester United. So they gonna get used to all of that.
Bro, if I'm looking at Fernandes, yeah, I'm looking at Fernandes. Obviously, he was at Southampton, yeah, but then you're looking at Fernandes at West Ham right now, yeah. This guy's gone through a whole season, yeah, where West Ham have been under pressure. Every game is a must-win game, fighting for your life, loads of pressure every game. Do you know what I'm saying? If you end up going from that, yeah, to a Manchester United where there's still pressure every game, but the pressure is different. Do you know what I'm saying? Because now you're fighting for honors instead of fighting for your life.
Yeah, absolutely.
But you still have experience of fighting every game, bro. It's just that the circumstances you're fighting in are a bit different. Do you see what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying. That's why you said, like you mentioned there, it's subjective. Like I said, I don't put too much stock on it. I really don't. Like if your quality. Like that's where I'm at with it. Like I don't really put too much mind on it, type of thing. Like if you're good, like how experienced was Vitinha and João Neves and that, like they weren't super experienced at the time before they started dominating. I'm not talking about now.
Yeah, like I seen a quote from my brother that was at Wolves with Vitinha, and he was saying that Vitinha was saying to him, yo, like I'm gonna play for one of the biggest teams in Europe here. And he was like, brother, you can't even get a game here, like.
And that's why people writing off players, I think, is crazy in regards to at a certain club and of a certain age. Because people would have said that. That's why, like, let them get experienced here. Are you talented first and foremost? That's what I look at. What is your skill level? I don't worry about the experience type of thing. I look at the talent. That's where I'm at with it. Like, do you have the talent? Now, it's a bonus if you have experience, and yes, if you're talented. If you've won multiple, like Casemiro, for example, quality player, won a whole heap, that adds to it. But yeah, I don't put too much stock and experience, because it's not like we're even there at the mountaintop yet. Like, we don't know, like, this is a season where we're finding out if Manchester United are good enough to go and compete. We've not competed in years for a league title. We've not competed for a Champions League, been in the latter stages. So let's find out about the team. I think you people are trying to jump another step. It's like, we don't know where we're at yet. Maybe we are. Maybe we are with the right signings. Maybe we are a title winning side. I mean, a title contending side. Maybe we fall short. We get closer to the top and we need to add more. So yeah, I don't pay it no mind.
100%. And this here, yeah, I wonder if we're getting Lewis Hall from Newcastle and not Talani, hence why we're looking at Scott. Potentially, bro. You're obviously not going to get both. And I think that because Lewis Hall is in a position, yeah, where it's quite scarce, and for me, he's the best left back that's available to us, I think that you have to prioritize him. You have to. And then on top of that, the fact that he is English as well, like, is obviously going to help. Do you know what I'm saying? It will absolutely help. And this comment is 100,000,000% spot on, bro. This is the reason why I said I wanted Sandro Tonali, because it's the leadership qualities that we lost with Casemiro. Do you know what I mean? People just say experience. Like, you know what I mean? Saka's experienced, bro. Saka's played about, 6-7 years in the Premier League. He's experienced.
Extremely experienced.
He's experienced, bro, but he's not a leader, bro. Like, no one cares about experience, bro. Like, it's the leadership qualities. That's what it is. And that's why I said somebody that can be next to Kobe Mainu, yeah, that can walk him through games sometimes, protect him in the game sometimes. Do you know what I mean? That's what Casemiro could give us. That's what Tonali would give you. That's what Tchouaméni to a certain degree would give you. It's not necessarily the experience in terms of how many years have you played. It's the personality. It's the man. It's the leadership qualities, bro.
Yeah. Tchouaméni would have been, obviously I never thought it would happen. He would have been perfect because he ticks all those boxes in regards to talent, in terms of just standing up when the chips are down, and then also the experience on top of that as well. So yeah, I don't worry about experiences on my list, but it's always lower down. It's always lower down on the list. I look at there's so many other things I look at beforehand. Like, again, I say it, skill. How do you fit into the team? Are you a perfect fit for your midfield partner or centre back partner or whatever the case may be? I don't really look at experience and things of that nature. It's not, again, that's just me and how I look at it. Most leaders have experience, but yeah, that's
but not necessarily though. Like being a leader is a personality trait. Do you know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't necessarily come from experience. Some people are just natural leaders and some people are not. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't necessarily believe that being a leader comes from experience. It just so happens that the players that you associate with having leadership qualities tend to have experience, but that's because they've had the armband for a while. Do you know what I'm saying?
They're the notable ones.
And naturally, in football anyway, yeah, they tend to give more senior players the armband because it's a seniority thing. It's not necessarily like you're the only leader. Do you know what I'm saying? Because, bro, Odegaard got the fucking armband on seniority. He didn't get it because he's a leader. Do you see what I'm saying?
He don't lead that team. You can see who the leaders are now.
And at Real Madrid, I think they give out the armband in terms of seniority as well. So if you're here the longest, you just get the armband.
Yeah. No, I hear that. And like that's where I'm at with it in regards to it. Because I think if you're a leader, I think experience just helps.
Yeah.
I think it just helps because you're in more situations as well if you're a leader, if you have those qualities. But of course, they're the ones that are notable because we think about them with the captain. Again, I think people just overestimate it, is what I'm saying. Super overestimate it. Like, I don't think you need to have experience to be successful here. So I don't worry. Lack of experience is never a worry in the side. Because if you're doing what you're supposed to as a team, you'll get the experience. United could have every single player could be inexperienced. If we do what we're supposed to when they're good, you're going to be getting to the last stages of competitions. You're going to be competing for league titles. And therefore, you then get said experience. I don't worry about it like that. Yeah. I really don't. I don't. How much did that help Arsenal? Like when Arsenal didn't fall short for many years and finishing second because of a lack of experience. They weren't good enough. That's what it was. Well, a lack of experience in those sides because they had experienced players there. I think it's a lack of once they got better players, then eventually they helped getting over the line. I think it's but again, that's just me.
Yeah, trust me. And yeah, Manchester United are now planning further talks with West Ham and Mateus Fernandes once Edison deal is complete. And apparently Fernandes has had opportunity. He's had offers from other clubs, but he only wants Man United, which is great. I believe we get him. I'm excited. I'm big up for this super chat, bro. Let me tell you a secret, bro. Like, he's better than Anderson, bro. Don't tell anyone that I said that, bro. You know them way there because it's just like it's just one of them things. He's better than Anderson, fam. It's just, bro. It don't suit the narrative now, innit? But it will suit the narrative in about 18 months. Like we might just have to let that marinate, bro. So man just needs to let that marinate, bro. Because you get me, you man know I'm a fan of Elliot Anderson. I've been a fan of Elliot Anderson from the minute I saw him play football. The guy's extremely talented, yeah, but he ain't got footwork like this. You got footwork, bro. You know. So it's one of them ones where he's not gonna do the Steven Gerrard box-to-box passion thing. Yeah, he has got a tenacious slide tackle in him. But when I'm talking about on the football, you see, on the football, he's got real star quality on the ball.
Yeah, I need to watch him more. Like I said, from what I've seen, I like. Yes, from what I've seen, I like. Shout out to Nuruddin every single time as well. But yeah, that's where I'm at.
Nuruddin rates him. Hey, bro, listen, this is one take with Nuruddin's that I agree with. But the thing is with me and Nuruddin, yeah, I can't agree with Nuruddin too much on the show because it takes away from the show, blood. Man, we need to keep our rivalry. You know them one. So it's one of them ones where when Nuruddin keeps doing the Alex Scott thing, I'm like, yeah, cool, bro. You can have this one. You know them ones because I'm still winding him up about. I'm still winding him up about Ineos, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? We're rivals, so. We need to keep the rivalry alive. Do you know what I'm saying? I have to keep reminding him that my owners are doing great things, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's one of them things where, you know what I'm saying? Like he can have that. Like I still want the Ineos flowers, yeah, for the signings, for getting the wage bill down, yeah, and making it so we can spend 300 million this window because when the dinner ladies were losing their job, like Nuruddin wanted to be a freedom fighter, yeah. So now I want him to admit, yeah, that Barada has done amazing with generating the money, yeah, and making it so that we can rebuild the team, bro. They're doing better than the Glazers have ever done, and they've done it in 2 seasons.
They're doing very, very well off the pitch. Now it just needs to translate to on the pitch. We now owe us because of what's happened in these past 2 seasons. We are now owed on the pitch. That's where I'm at with it. Off the pitch, zero complaints. Transfers, zero complaints. On the pitch is where my critique lies. In the dugout is where my critique lies. That's where I'm at with it. You owe us now. All these embarrassing things that happened this season just gone and the season before, that's with you. So now you owe us not just this season, the season following and the season following and so forth and so forth. I can be balanced with it. Yes, I don't like it because they dealing with the Glazers. Have they done great work off the pitch? Yes. Transfer window, I trust them. My biggest issue, dugout and what's going on. So, hey, they owe us now. We better have a good season now.
Yeah.
We had one. We haven't had
100%. And yeah, 100%, bro. Listen, it's one of them ones where, yeah, of course, our visions are different. Do you know what I'm saying? Like me, my thing is, I am not married to necessarily like an ideology when it comes to like, I know, the reason why Nuruddin don't like Ineos, is because fundamentally, it goes against his identity as a person to like these guys because he doesn't like what they stand for. And I don't like what they stand for either. The differences between me and him is, even if I don't like what you stand for, I'm willing to do business with you if you know how to do business. You know them one? Like, that's the difference. You see, when it comes to these things, like, because I know, that we can't just tell these guys to get up and leave and I know we're stuck with them, I can't be getting stressed about something I have no control over. Do you know what I'm saying? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to critique them on what they do right and what they do wrong, because even though I don't want them there, it doesn't serve me to be leaning on that emotion all the time, because it's like they're not going nowhere. So get over it. Now what? Do you know what I'm saying?
You can be fair, and that's where I'm at with it. Hence why my critique of them has been that I can separate the two. I can separate them dealing with people that I don't like. I can do that. And like I've just explained there, off the pitch, no complaints. When they was lowering the wage bill and firing people and stuff like that, there was no critique from me whatsoever. The business they've done, incomings and outgoings, no critique from me. My biggest criticism, and I continue to state this, manager. That's where my issue lies. The managerial decision making. And now, like I said, because of that, that's then translated onto the pitch, even though you've done better business. So you owe us now, not just me, you Rants, every Manchester United fan in the chat, every Manchester United fan across the globe, they owe us now. We are owed a good seat because of what we went through last season and the season before and all these embarrassing things. So, pattern up. Now, make sure you back Carrick and invest again, which you should. And then it's over to him. And then at least if Carrick fails, I go, all right, I can't put it on the club. I can't put it on the board. I put it on Carrick and said players. So, yeah, that's where I'm at with it.
And this is what it is. So, for me, like when you look at the situation with Ineos, the things we complained about Manchester United were, man was spending money badly.
Yes.
We've curbed that both in terms of transfers, but also off the pitch. When we realized how badly they were spending the money, they were hemorrhaging money, the Glazers. Do you know what I mean? And that's why they needed to sell some equity in the club, because if they didn't sell any equity, they probably wouldn't even have been able to cover the overheads because they spent so badly. You know what I'm saying? So they were spending on a Champions League budget when we didn't have Champions League. So effectively, we was in the red every season. The Glazers, Ineos have come in and they've cut down the overheads to the point where even if we didn't have Europe, we'll still be running in the green. So they've done a good thing. Do you know what I'm saying? The wage bills come down. They've recruited well. They've bolstered the squad. They've restructured off the pitch. So now we have a director of football situation. Do you know what I mean? And all these other things. And they've modernized the club and brought us they've brought us into the 21st century finally, And then when you look at the signings that we've got, when's the last time we've gone and signed a 1 million Aiden Heaven, like a 15 million Lomans, like and like a 19 million Patrick Dorgu, Like, when have we ever signed players that cheap, We've done the opposite. We've signed players for 70-something million, Jadon Sancho, do you know what I'm saying? Anthony, and all these and they flopped. We done the exact opposite. We overspent and got players that under-delivered. And now we're underspending massively and getting players that are over-delivering. We're literally doing the exact opposite of what was making us fail, which is why success, is guaranteed, in a certain amount of time because we're literally reversing everything that we was doing before.
Deliver. That's where I'm at with it. Success. That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at, man. The land of success. Succeed. I mean, we salvaged this season. Them words should never come out of my mouth. It never should be a salvaging job. Now we're set up to actually go and do something this season. Go do it. But make sure you back. Make sure you provide. Make sure you provide. I'm looking at not just everybody. Whether I dislike you or not, I look at everybody the same because everyone's disposable. No one's above critique for me. I just want Manchester United to be successful, and I don't care who it is by. Just make it happen. And I point out things that I don't like and point to things I do like. All right. This season, deliver. Make sure we have the squad that is capable that I can look at before the end of the transfer window and go, all right, this is a squad and a team that can do something. Cool. Over to you, Carrick. Over to the players. I don't want to be having conversations in October, November, or even the end of the season and go, well, Carrick did well, but imagine he would have got this, and this. Like, nah, like make sure he's backed and given the tools to succeed. And that's not winning the league or champs. That's just being better than was last season. That's just more points, more wins, less losses, more goals scored.
Yeah, and hopefully a trophy as well.
Oh, you domestic cups is always on it. Domestic cups is always on it. We've won.
Yeah, they're always on.
Domestic cups with worse team Rants. We have I'm always looking at them. Not saying that crash hard if we don't, but I'm like, if we go out, it better to be one of the top teams in the FA Cup, League Cup, Champions League. I've said it. Right, go to get to the knockout stages. Finish top 8, get to the knockout stages, see who you get. If you're on the favorable side of the draw, take advantage of that. If we on the tougher side of the draw and draw PSG, compete. That's where I'm at with it. If we draw a PSG or Bayern Munich, don't get to
compete, bro. Yeah,
compete. Because we're good enough to compete against anybody. Not saying we win. Of course, PSG would be favorites. They have incredible teams. They're building a dynasty over there, or in their dynasty, I should say. But don't go out there and the tie's over in 30 minutes, or the tie's over before the second leg. Then I'm going to be pissed. But then on the flip side, if you get a favorable side of the draw, take advantage of that. Going out to a PSG or Bayern Munich is one thing. Going out to a Club Rouge or something like that, or Marseille is a whole different thing. So, deliver. That's where I'm at with it. So we'll see. But so far, it's looking good. That's why I'm just like, all right, just patiently watching. I'm just like, okay, just patiently watching.
100%, bro. And yeah, that comment there about Iliman and Jai, bro. They're saying that Everton are likely gonna look at the Anthony Gordon price, and price him on that. Like, I'll be honest, bro. I don't care, blood. Like, brother, I'll be real. You know what I'm saying? Like, brother,
go on.
Cunha and Brian cost around that much anyway. You know what I mean? So if man need to spend 70 million, including add-ons on the shoot, spend the money. I don't give a fuck, bro. I'll be honest. Like, because it looks like we're probably gonna save the money on a midfielder anyway, because Tonali and Tchouaméni we're probably not gonna get. If we get Lewis Hall, we're not gonna get Tonali or Tchouaméni, which means, the third midfielder, is not gonna cost 80-90 million. So I can't lie. Man will fling on an extra 10 million for that. I don't care, brother. Like, you know them ones. And furthermore, I don't think they'll get that money from us anyway. But also, it's like, brother, if that's what he costs, that's what he costs, bro. I just don't give a fuck, because what he would add to our attack, it would be worth that amount to us. Because he can play right wing and left wing. And he's a 1v1 player, and we don't have a 1v1 winger. We just don't have one, bro. Like, Ahmad's not a 1v1 winger. Brian ain't a 1v1 winger. Cunha can go past players, but he's not a 1v1 winger. Like, Cunha's not even a winger. Do you know what I'm saying? So
Cunha will do the business. Like, Cunha will be a maverick and just do Cunha shit. He doesn't do the more traditional winger type stuff. Like, he can do it, like we seen when he won the pen at Bournemouth, for example. But I understand the overall point that you're saying. For me, I like him, Dai. I think he's a good player. I think he can be a very good player.
He's silky, bro. Listen, man need to get on the phone to David Moyes and say, Moyes, you know them way there. You know what I'm saying? We always had a good relationship, bro. Don't take the piss. You know, like that. Run man in Jai, bro. What you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Because this is what it needs to be, brother. This is what it needs to be. I can't lie. He I would like to see him on the right hand side, yeah, with Cunha and Mbumo, like that front three next season, bro. If you give me that front three, yeah, next season,
him and Cunha together, because I think about them competing on that left hand side. But if Ndai is playing on the right and you got Cunha on the left, it's just technical levels. I like Ndai. I'm a fan. I just think we got other areas that are more urgently needed. That's all that is, with the midfield, with the left back, with the centre back. I put all three of those above it, but we seem consistent on this as well. So yeah, if they're going with Ndai, like I'm never gonna be against talent bringing him to the football club, especially talent from within the Prem. Yeah, what is the price? What are they saying? Because they're saying to just
they're saying they want Anthony Gordon money, which is 70 million. Yeah, but I'm saying he's worth it, bro. And listen, if Michael Carrick is looking at players like Njai, Alex Scott, Fernandez, we're gonna see some fucking champagne football, brother. Hey, brother. Yeah, I mean, to add to the Kobe Mainoo, the Cunha, the Lewis Hall, bruh, the football is going to be something else. I can't lie. If he's saying that I'll rather have an Alex Scott than a Belabor because man want to do the silky thing, brother, listen, I'm here for the champagne, bro. Listen, I'm ready to get my heart broken all over again, guys. You know me, bro. Tell you, man, I'm ready. See my football team, yeah. They just got me excited for next season, bro. Listen, I'm here, bro. Listen, I'm to the wheels fall off, bro. We're riding out, man.
Yeah, you are. I'm not there yet, man.
Bro, I'm there.
Like, yeah, man. I'm Trey and was it Trey? Or was it Doughboy? Boys in the hood. Yeah, let me out the car, man. Let me out the car, Rants. I'm not involved yet.
Bro. Listen, I'm ready.
Sorry, I'm not with it there. You can.
I'm ready to ride out. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm ready.
I'm Trey and the boys in the. Let me out the car. I think it was Trey in Boys in the Hood. Yeah, let me out the car, man.
Brother, you can't fuck around and give me Illiman and Jai, and fucking Fernandez, and Lewis Hall, and Alex Scott, bro. You can't give and Kobe Mainoo. Them man there, bro, and Mazraoui, and all these man just doing up rondos and that, bro. You can't do that, like, brother. And Cunha in there as well, bro. Listen, don't you dare, bro. Listen, oh my word, I can't lie. They don't do this. I'll be honest, because bro, like I like Belabor, but I said to you, he's a runner first. You know them ones, and we were just getting linked to bare runners, cuz.
Yeah, because
we're just getting linked to bare runners. I'm not on this running. I want to see football, blood, with a U, fam. You know them ones there, like, and you put Ahmad in there as well, and Ahmad can do little 1-2s and give and goes and that, bro. The football, bro. The money. Carrick ball, blood. This is what we need. Not this Amarin, bare space, bare running shit. Man wanna see, you get me, the 2-touch silky stuff, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? And then if you bring in Alex Scott, you get me, the man's just, obviously we're gonna lose Josh, unfortunately. You know them ones there.
Yeah, because saying that Zexy could leave, yeah.
It's just low socks ballers, bruv. I can't lie. Brian needs to pull his socks up though, because he don't qualify. Do you know what I'm saying? But the low socks ballers, bro. This is what man need at the football club. This is what gets man to another level, bro. Like, man need at least like 4 of them.
It could be 4. If they
need to get at least 4 low socks ballers, bro. I can't lie. And then man are just, you get me? The man are warming, bro.
Then you can play ball. I get what you're saying.
You can play ball, bro.
We can play ball. Yeah. But I think that it will be an indicator. The signings will be an indicator. That's why I ain't getting carried away. I'm just like, all right, let me see. I keep saying this. That's what that was. And yeah, I do. Like, I see why you would say that about Belieber. I'm a fan. I would still go and get him alongside of these because of what he provides. But he is, of course, he needs the physicality first. He's technically good though, because he can't carry the ball and things of that nature. And and he can. I think he can be very like Dog. I think he could be very useful and very effective in certain moments across the season, 100%. But we'll see how they decide to go, especially with the centre back. That's the interesting one, because that caught me off guard yesterday when I seen that. Someone dropped it in my chat and was like, centre back there looking at adding. I'm like, go get
but that's what I'm saying. The money saved, from signing a marquee midfielder, could open up the door for a centre back. Do you see what I'm saying? Because
go get starting one. Go get starting.
Because with names, it always costs you more money. Do you get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Costs you more money, and the thing is, more money doesn't necessarily mean more quality. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, if you're looking at an Alex Scott for like 45 million, and and you're looking at Anderson for 100 million. Is Anderson 55 million pounds better than Alex Scott? He's not.
He's not double the amount. He's not double the player. Sorry,
he's not.
Neither of them are double the other, in my opinion. No, I don't think he's double. No.
And this is the thing with football. People assume that if you pay more money for a player, it means they're better than them. Do you know what I'm saying? But Lomans is better than a lot of keepers that cost more money than him, bro. I think Liverpool paid more for their substitute goalkeeper than we paid. We paid for Lomans. Yeah, I think they paid more for him.
They probably did, and I'd rather have Lamens. That's how I'm looking at it. Like, I don't look at price points as things in regards to an indicator why a player is good or bad or not. Sometimes selling clubs just do great deals. We got 40 million for Garnacho. No way is he worth 40 million. Nowhere in hell is Garnacho worth 40 million. No chance is he worth 40 million. So if the marquee isn't Tchouaméni in central midfield, if we do spend that money to go get a centre back, I'm with it. Go get, but again, I stay this someone who starts. I don't need someone who's a backup to Maguire. I need a starter. De Ligt, I think he's done, unfortunately. I don't see him coming back. I really, really don't. So, and that's fair. He should send them in when transfer of the season award. Facts.
Amazing. That's what I'm saying, bro. My keeper, what a player, man. So yeah, when we're looking at him, that's a PSG built an elite midfield with players whose names on paper ain't really all that, but look where they are now, bro. Exactly, because they understand. They understand profiles are important, and this is why, Fernandes is key for me, because I feel like Fernandes is good on the ball, he's tenacious, and then on top of that, he covers ground well. Like, for me, he's got no weaknesses. The only thing people might say is, they might say, cool, he don't have the physicality of other midfielders, but it's okay because he makes up with it. He makes up for it with the technicality and also the football IQ. So,
to be honest,
he is, but he's just not physical as in big physical. Do you know what I'm saying? Because like, he's not built like a Morgan Rogers or a Jude Bellingham or even a Declan Rice. He don't have that kind of physical build. Like, he's not going to play bumper cars in midfield. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, he's not going to do that. He's not really built like that. So it's one of them things where people can say that, but I think that him, out of all the players we're linked to, I believe he can be anything he wants. Like, I believe he can be anything he wants. I believe he can potentially be one of the top midfielders in Europe if he keeps progressing at the rate that he's progressing at. That's how highly I rate his skill set. It's then up to him, his application of how much he kicks on. But I think he's got all the tools to be a top player.
He's 22, so he'll be 23 to start the season. Come to start the season, he'll be 23. So he's at the age where he can get better. Yeah, for me, again, game time, I'm watching him more. That's what it is. Game time, watching him more. I think he'll thrive here. He seems to have the right the composure to play at Manchester United as well. He seems fairly, don't seem flustered, so I like it. The right price, they're talking 40 to 50 million. I go, yeah, I understand why you would go and try and get him, especially if you can't sign a marquee one because there's no Tchouaméni. Tonali being too expensive, Anderson, his preference is City, etc., and also being expensive. So yeah, allow it. I hear it. I hear what you're saying.
No, facts. And man said that Scott's only on 40k, and he's not going to sign a new deal, bro. We probably wouldn't even give him 100k. That's the beauty of it. You know what I mean? United apparently are putting Edison on 75, so I could see United just doubling his money, leaving him on 80k, and saying safe. You know what I'm saying?
That makes sense. 100%.
And that's exactly the kind of stuff that they need to be doing. I would be more impressed if we went out and signed someone like him instead of signing a Tonali and then brought in a centre back as well, or brought in a fourth midfielder just for extra cover. Do you know what I'm saying? Because honestly, with Manchester United, obviously quality is important, but I think numbers is also important for us because we don't want to be caught in a situation like last season where we've got all of our midfielders on the pitch and there's nothing on the bench.
Yeah. And I think if we sign 3, we will have 2 on the bench. If it is Scott, Fernandes, Edison, you've got 2 on the bench. Again, we need 2 for every position. That's why I've been saying that.
But also Mason Mount, you can't even rely on that bread to stay fit.
Oh yeah. He's just there. You see him? He's one of them. He's like, we're up 3-0 in the game. When it's we need someone to start in the Carabao Cup or the FA Cup or something like that. Like Mount, I don't include him in because, like you said, not only do I think he's not good enough, he don't stay fit enough. I just keep it stepping. Yeah, keep it stepping.
So yeah,
I like
potentially.
Lewis Hall as well. Lewis Hall, I think we get so much of
Lewis
that
Hall is,
contract. If we
bro,
get that, I
he's the
think
needle mover, you know. If we sign Lewis Hall, yeah, that I believe that could end up being the marquee signing. That could be the statement signing, and the midfield thing could be more of a dark horse thing. I think the Lewis Hall thing, he's proven top quality right now. Do you know what I'm saying?
yeah, because I think
Proven
he
top
adds
quality.
offensively, adds defensively, and then I think he helps Cunha so much. If Cunha does drift, then I don't think people are saying as much. Even though Cunha's shown in the last 6 months that he can play out there. Oh well, Cunha can't play out like no, because he's going to leave gaps, and he's got someone to link up with out there. We've seen him do it with Nori at Wolves. So
Yeah.
especially with better midfielders and Lewis Hall, yeah, I can see it happening, man. I can see it. I'm with it.
No, 100%, bro. Do you know what I mean? So no, I think it's good, man. Do you know what I'm saying? I can't even lie. I think that all the noises are positive noises, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Because we're actually, when you look at the profile of the players we're being linked with, they're all technically good, bro. Like, they're all technically good. And obviously, am I even trying to shit on Baleba because I like him? But I can definitely see a world where Baleba was definitely a Ruben Amorim priority more than a Manchester United priority.
Like United looked at him and went, yeah, we like Belieber, and he pushed for it because he has good attributes and things of that nature. Of course, he's physicality first, so it makes sense. He's technically good. I do like the way he drives with the ball. I do like what he adds. I think you could get him at a good price as well. So it's talking positively about Manchester United and what we've got going on. We just need to go out and make these signings because there's not a midfielder we've been linked to I don't like.
Facts.
There's not one that we did that I dislike at all. Even Edison, who I don't know a lot about profile-wise, I don't dislike it. I'm like, okay, from what I've been told, I get why Manchester United are interested in the rest. All the ones in the Premier League make sense. Chouameni, of course, makes sense. Even
and that looks like it's never gonna happen.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
That's never happening. Yeah, I said that. I didn't get my hopes up. I'm not with the getting my heart broke. I knew what it was. Because people kept saying, oh, Chouameni's going to be available. I said, I'll believe it when I see it. And then reports came out, said they have no intention to sell. They want to keep him. There we go.
100%. And even with this, like, facts, we already have Edison, yeah. Edison is a Baleba kind of profile in terms of the amount of ground that he covers. But you don't need two players like that, really, if you want to play a possession technical football, which I'm assuming that Carrick wants to play, like, because you don't need two of those runners. You need one of those. Do you know what I mean? You don't need two Ji-Sung Parks. Like, you know what I'm saying? You only need one. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you didn't need two Darren Fletchers. You only need one. Like, when United always had a player of that profile, yeah, that was very mobile. Do you know what I mean? And they were good. Those were players that we would use more so in games where we knew it was going to be a physical game, and it usually was away from home in tough games where we knew that we maybe weren't going to have as much of the ball as we would have at Old Trafford, and we needed something to kind of bridge the gap between the lack of possession and obviously not trying to be under too much pressure. So I believe a profile like an Edison profile is enough. You don't necessarily need an Edison and a Baleba when you can just have another ball player.
Having one is fine. Having one is fine.
You know what I'm saying? And yeah, Edison is better on the ball than Baleba. This is the thing though, and that's the only thing. He's got better close control and stuff like that. Do you know what I'm saying? In terms of passing range, both of them are not the best passers. That's not their profile. They're ball retrievers, both of them.
It's off the ball stuff more for them. Doesn't mean they're scrubs on the ball when I say that, by the way.
Yeah. But they're ball retrievers. Like, and we're not going to sit here and eulogize over their ability on the ball. Neither of them have crazy ability on the ball, yeah. Man, there's nothing to write home about either of them, bro. I can't lie. There's not.
From what I've seen of Edison, obviously watch Belieber more. Both good on the ball. That's what I'd say.
Yeah, but just good though. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, good is good. It means they're competent on the ball, but
nothing spectacular.
Describing them to you, I'm not describing their ability on the ball. Neither of them. They're runners.
No, that makes sense. I hear that.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, Park was very good on the ball. Like, Park used to be a winger, but Park wasn't good enough in 1v1 situations for man to stay as a winger at Man United, because Fergie saw him out wide and was like, brother, this guy can't get past the fucking fullback, bro. Like, play in the middle.
That was his game. It was far.
That wasn't his game.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Do you know what I'm saying? So, like, a lot of people forget that Ji-sung Park was bought as a winger, yeah, because we used him there so infrequently, yeah, because he weren't cutting the mustard there. You know that, man?
It's very, very smart what we did with him. Very, very, very smart. Clever. Very clever. So even when he played out wide, you utilize him more so to stop the opposition's fullback. Same way central as well. Because we had a whole heap of players who Ronaldo ain't trying to do all that. You feel me? Like, that's what he's there. He's the substitute. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, bro. Big man thing. He weren't cutting the mustard, bro. Like, we just have to keep it real. It's just like Alan Smith. We bought him as a striker and he was so shit. Fergie tried him in midfield and then in the end he got rid of him. Do you know what I mean?
He was a bad midfielder than he was a striker, but he just wasn't good enough overall.
Yeah, but he just wasn't good enough, bro. Like, brother, like, Ji-sung Park was a good footballer, but when you've got Ryan Giggs, yeah, on the wing, bro, like, man can't be watching Ji-sung Park, bro. Like, Fergie was like, you're not Giggs, innit? Like, bro, like, man are just gonna, man Mark Pirlo, innit?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Giggs and Ronaldo, you know. That was that.
Yeah.
Them times.
Man said, yo, man Mark Pirlo, innit? Because, like, this wing thing, it's not winging, bro. Do you know what I mean? Like, it wasn't winging, bro. Like, it's all, man, it was dead, like. Do you know what I mean? It was dead. Do you know what I mean? What we're used to. Because if you think about the wingers you associate with Man United, yeah, when you think about Giggs, when you think about Ronaldo, even when you think about Nani, do you know what I'm saying? And then you got Ji-sung Park, man ain't got no steppies, no drop of the shoulder, no jinx, just bare industry on the wing. And Fergie's like, yeah, this ain't it. You know what I mean? But incredible engine, great close control, and very good football IQ, like give and goes, very smart player. Do you know what I'm saying? So he was like, bro, let me just use you as something else. Do you know what I'm saying? And Fergie worked it out, and that's great. I always say to you, yeah, as a manager, identifying the strengths and your weaknesses of your players, yeah, is an elite trait, bro, that people underlook.
Absolutely. That's why I don't disagree. That's why I don't discredit it. That's why when people talk about Dorgu now, I've said it before. I look at him, I look at Park Ji-sung, not to the level of before people go crazy.
And this is why, for me,
that's
when you look at the strengths of Patrick Dorgu, if you can't see that he'll be an elite, yeah, attacker in today's game, you're missing something.
You know, for all that space to run into, like he's just
that's it.
And people always want to talk defensively. He'll do a job defensively. That's what it is. As a backup, I'm not saying as a style. I like him as a backup player, as an option. I really do. I think he could be so effective, and he's better going forward than we realized. When you look at his goal, his small goal catalog, I'm like, jeez, you actually not bad in front of goal and crashing the box.
Yeah.
And now moving Joe Linton from striker to midfield, smart move.
Because bro, he was a laughing stock as a striker. Remember, he was the talk of the time. But everyone was bantering Joe Linton, bro. Joe Linton, yeah, him and the other bro. Who's the other brother they had? The bald you.
Who's the bald you?
Nah, what's his name? Not the bald you. What's his name? No, the other fucking attacker they had, yeah, that Grealish was taking a piss out of. Not the bald you. What's his name?
Oh, you're talking about Almiron.
Almiron, brother.
Almiron.
My G, hold on. Almiron and Joe Linton, yeah, were laughing stocks in the Premier League, bro. Both of them.
Almiron.
Both of them. Listen, Almiron and Joe Linton, yeah, that banter was feeding families, bro. Do you know what I'm saying?
Who did Grealish say that to when he was like, you're moving like Almiron?
I can't remember now.
Who was it? The child? No. Who did he say that to? That's mad cheeky to say that. And then Almiron,
bro, I can't remember who he said it to.
Yeah, and then Almiron had his one good season after that.
Yeah, he had a season where he was on absolute flames.
Smoke, yeah. And then he just reverted back to time.
Brother, the Paraguayan, bro. Let me tell you something. So Almiron and Joe Linton, yeah, they were stinking the fucking gaff out. You know them ones. And he turned Joe Linton into one of the most physical, yeah, like imposing midfielders in the league to the point where man were thinking, yo, hold on, man could get dunked on by Joe Linton, you know.
Because that midfielder just beat you up. That's what it is, man. It's the shield.
Brother.
Those three in there, man. It's Sierra Hotel, Indigo, Echo, Lima, Delta, man. I'm telling you. That midfield right there, punch you up. Without doubt.
That's what I'm saying. So when you look at these things, yeah, a manager's ability, yeah, to identify a strength of a player, yeah, and play to it, it's almost like a new signing, bro. Like Patrick Dorgu is like a new signing for us because man were chatting shit, yeah. When he signed under Amorim and he was playing as a wing back, bare man were like, oh, he's bare rash, he's not ready, he's this, he's not that. And
He's
then,
not a
bro,
wing back.
man's just snuffing teams now.
Yeah, because you could see, I'm watching him, he's not a wing back. Receiving the ball on the half turn on the byline is not Dorgu's game. I figured that out watching him. That is not his strength whatsoever in a wing back. No, he's not a wing back like that. He's not even a wing back like that. Now, if you have him just doing the byline to byline thing, yeah, he can do that. We had him in build up, trying to do given goals and that. No, that's not his game. You see the bylines there. You see them bylines, Patrick, running between them. When we have the ball, run forward. When we don't have the ball, run back. If there's someone in front of you, simplify it. That's literally what it is, man. Simplify it. And that's what we've done. That's why you see his best is him running into space. When he ducked down Weaver at the end of the season, I was like, ducked down Weaver. And he probably should have scored, to be honest, but he had the shot. Like, I'm saying it is. And then again, off the ball. Like, what are we doing out here? I said the junior of Premier League midfields.
This is what I'm saying. So people need to understand, like, when you identify these things, for me, Patrick Dorgu's an attacker. You know what I'm saying? And if you replace Xerxes with Iliman and Jai, Man United's front six is scary.
You're saying Dorgu, Cunha, and Dai, Sesko, and Bremo Ahmad.
Brother, that's violent, bro.
I like that, yo. I do, yo.
That's violent. I can't lie. And then if man bring in techie midfielders as well, bro, Carrick ball, is going to be, bro, champagne on ice, you know.
I like that.
Swear down. The champers on ice.
That's the front six, yo. Blackchester United is back for real.
Oh, that's what I'm trying to say, brother. You know what I'm saying? But if they bring in Alex Scott and Fernandez, then at least man are just, you get me? Man dilute it a little bit. You know the ones, because man I got Edison, bro. You know what I'm saying? So it's just one of them ones where, bro, I can't lie, bro. The way that we're looking at, and then Lewis Hall as well, he's a techie baller. So it's one of them ones where if you bring in those players, all of a sudden Manchester United are looking like we're jogging, bro. We're jogging, bro. You know what I mean? Because you can't replace Casemiro like for like, but what you can do,
you bring in multiple players to better.
Players that can fill different voids that we're gonna lose with Casemiro gone, because you can't replace him, bro. That generational footballer you can't replace. Real Madrid couldn't replace him, couldn't replace Modric or Cruz, bro. They've had to just move on, bro, and they're not winning. They're not winning.
It's tough to replace those type of players. That caliber of player is extremely tough to replace. 100%.
You just can't replace these guys, and it's like the sooner you accept that you can't replace these guys and you get on with it, the better, because they're not coming back, bro. Players like that are not coming back. They're not coming back. The game doesn't produce players like that anymore.
No, you're right. Yeah, it's like they're ridiculous because they're all-time greats, them lot. These players like that, all-time flipping greats. That's what them, man. Come on, man. What are we doing out here? Without
That's it, people. You already know. And there it is, bro. Like man said, innit? Like the Galacticos, blood. Jose's already started. Do you know what I'm saying? Konate in, Denzel Dumfries on the way in as well. I told you. Robust.
He's trying to get defensively solid. That's what he's trying to do with those two.
Robust players, bro. That's what he's, bro. Jose's going there to stink the place up and counter with Mbappe, blood. That's what he's doing. He's going to stink the gaff out. Mbappe, 70-yard ball over the top from Trent, blood. I'm telling you, Mbappe through on goal, blood. That's what, man.
Yo, I can't wait. Hey, that's going to be that. Gotta get hold of that, man. We need an all or nothing for that. Because I see that only ending one way, man. So, hey, we need that, man. I think it's going to be great viewing. I'm going to be watching Real Madrid next season, 100%.
Yeah, bro, trust me. Jose's going there to stink the place out and just be difficult.
You lot of jokes.
Yeah, 100%. It's fully that. Do you know what I'm saying? So, nah, man, I'm honestly, like, guys, I just hope this good news keeps coming about Manchester United because, bro, we keep getting linked to ballers. Do you know what I mean? I'm going to give Carrick all the credit. You know, them ones there. So
I'm not against that, man.
I'm not against it, bro. Do you know what I mean? We've come a long way from getting linked to all these dead guys, blood. El Ghazi and that. You know the one?
Fucking Conor Gallagher, yo. That's the one I'll never forget, yo.
Bro,
man tried to sell Mano, you know. Man tried to sell Mano and bring in Conor Gallagher.
It's mental.
Just for that, It's just for that.
Oh, yeah,
Man.
no, we've come a long way, people. I can't lie, man's happy. You know what I mean? And hopefully, obviously, the window's not open yet, so we can't officially like wrap deals up. But it's like I want to break through on the Fernandez deal. That's what I want, because once the Fernandez deal goes through, that's when I'm gonna start flexing, because that is the player that I'm genuinely excited about, innit? And once we get that over the line, our midfield has upgraded massively straight away.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
With any of these, man, because we just haven't. It's literally just Mano.
Yeah,
it's him. Like our midfield consists. I don't count Agate amount. I really, really don't. So, yeah, Mount's not a pivot player, and he's barely available. He's not available enough anyway. And Agate is just Agate. So if it is any of these players, go bring him in. I'm with it. Trust me, I'm with it. 100%. I do like what I'm hearing. We just need to get over. Just get it done. That's where I'm at. And then once the season's, then I will have a look and see what's what. That's where I'm at with it.
Facts. You know what I'm saying? Big up everyone inside, man. Sarcasm City TV. The link is in the title. Make sure you subscribe, people.
Appreciate it.
What you got coming up, my brother?
Well, first and foremost, big up for having me on your platform as always, Rants. Appreciate it every single time, man. It is. I also got coming up tonight, people. Q&A. So it'll be a Sarcasm City Sports Q&A, people. So that'll be like, time is that? That'll be like 11:45 p.m. UK time, and then NBA Finals preview as well. You know what I'm saying? I know, yeah, people. I'm going to do a reaction as well to Troops responding to Simon Jordan as well. So we're going to have a watch.
Oh my days, I didn't even know Troops responded.
Yeah, Troops responded. So I'm going to do a watch because Simon Jordan chatting a whole load of nonsense and like just hating. You know what I'm saying? That's what that is as well. And yo, you lot,
I can't lie.
Go on, fam.
But Simon Jordan was doing too much. Simon Jordan could have just said, listen, we don't like Arsenal fans because they're pricks. You know them ones. That's it. And we would have all agreed on that. You know what I'm saying? Doing all the AFTV stuff and all that. Like, I'll be honest, like, Arsenal fans were pricks before AFTV. Yes. You know them ones. So,
yes. Like, oh, people just hate Arsenal. No. People have hated Arsenal for years. Take it from me. You know, who's hated Arsenal from when I was a youth. You know what I'm saying? From when man was a kid, started watching football. It's just now we have a platform to do it. And we can all come together in unison on a worldwide scale at the same place, at the same time. That's why you've seen so many hate watches. I have never seen the footballing space rejoice so much.
That's what I was saying I was saying yesterday. It was a spirit bomb, blood. We all put our energy together, yeah, and made sure that my man missed, bro. I'm telling you, spirit bomb. Everyone.
There was United, Liverpool, Chelsea, Spurs, all in unison. It was the meme with the red bandana and the blue bandana of the blood and the crypt tied together. That's what that was. It's just, why does everyone dislike Arsenal so much? Because they're Arsenal. What are we doing out here? Like, you think in 06, there wasn't this. It was the same, you know, I celebrated in 06 the same way I celebrated in 2026. The difference is I can now do it on a worldwide scale. And we can all do it collectively together rather than the people you just know. Like, what are we talking about here? So, yeah, man. Shouts to Troops, man. And like, you know, the people be hating on people in this space and that. So Troops does what he does, because if Troops got no views and had no subscribers and no influence, it wouldn't be a problem. So big up to Troops every single time as well.
That's it, people.
And you lot, make sure, you lot buy tickets to Rants' fight as well. Make sure you do so, man. I'm going to be there. I just bought my ticket before the show, so I'll be there.
Yeah, the fight's on Saturday, people. Do you know what I mean? So if you're not pulling up to Manny, then yeah, the link for the pay-per-view is the QR code at the top of the screen and all of my my streams, so you can grab one there, man. Do you know what I'm saying? And we got the running order. I got them to move my fight forward as well, so I got time to hang out with you lot after the fight as well, bruv. So I think the main card there's like 6 fights or something, and I've moved mine to like the third fight, or there's 7 fights and I've moved mine to the third fight, bro. So yeah, I can get my fight done and then I can chill with people after the fight, innit? Like, instead of fighting at the end, because fuck that. And also, I'm gonna be hungry, bro. I ain't trying to be fighting at the end, bro. Like, it's jarring. Do you know what I mean? So I don't even like fighting in the evening, because I train in the mornings. Like, do you know what I mean? So because I train at like midday, 11 o'clock. Yeah, fighting in the evening is weird because I don't train in the evening. Do you know what I mean? So, like, the earlier I can fight, the better, because I don't like being hungry, bro, waiting around and stuff. So, like, yeah, so I'll probably be fighting around 8:30, like maybe 9 o'clock the latest, innit? But I'll keep you lot posted once I know more on the night. But I appreciate everyone that's buying the pay-per-views and supporting me. Like, I've had loads of people messaging me with obviously screenshots that they've grabbed it and all of that. So I appreciate you lot, man.
Yeah, that definitely 100%. And yeah, man, hopefully they got the pay-per-view sorted as well for the links, because I know it crashed that time. Everyone was like, yeah, crash. I say, salute to the community, man, for supporting like that. To crash service.
They went and crashed the thing, bro. Like the venue there, they did not have the infrastructure for what we brought through, because everyone else's fights were fine until mine. Do you know what I'm saying?
So and then yours crashed it. Yeah.
So yeah, it's just they didn't have the infrastructure in it. But this Manchester venue, they hold loads of fights there all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Been there for
and there's even videos and streams from other promotions at the same venue on YouTube. You can see it, and everything's patterned. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be much better than that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, I appreciate you lot for always supporting me. Do you know what I'm saying? But that was a gift and a curse at the time, but we're prepared this time. You know what I mean? So big up everyone inside, man. Make sure you keep an eye out for Flawless's content later on today. And obviously drop a Rants raid in Monts's chat, bruv. I'm going to catch